Let's get to work.
Hey workers, it's me, Sidney. I am going to start off this review with a video recap of the last 3 episodes that you might have noticed I've missed. Very, very sorry. Love this site, but I'm still paid in Necco wafers. Chiffon keeps sending the Necco wafers though, because they don't last very long. So I'm charging extra for a video review. So I'm going to catch up on the last 3 episodes of Game of Thrones to make sure this review makes sense. I am going to, I guess, start with the biggest thing that's currently happening is the stuff that's going on in King's Landing. It's getting fucking dramatic. It's like we have Hillary Clinton supporters over here, and then we have the Bernie Sanders supporters over here, and they're like just not getting along at the moment. So she doesn't have a lot of friends. I think they've kind of been building to that concept. So she finds new friends with the Tyrells. So Grandmama Tyrell shows back up, and she says all the sassy shit she does. And I think that it's very interesting that they made the Crown and the Faith, I guess, one. Because it really does show that Tommen, while sweet as anything, is a little too sweet and could deal with his mom and dad's cunning. I think he's allowed himself to be manipulated, but it seems like Marjorie is got a handle on the situation. So I don't know where that's going, but it's surely interesting. Personally, I think that if you're bringing back Grandmama Tyrell, I think they're using her less than they normally should be to get the maximum amount of effect, because she's just, she's that great in that role. Let's see. We also have, following up the, untimely passing of Hodor, spoiler, Bran and Mira, we finally find out what happened to Benjen after season 1. I guess it's a really great use of him. It's going to be interesting to see where they're going with that, because with the wall the way it is, and it seems like that's every other episode when it should be, I don't know, a bigger deal for consistency. So I'm interested to see where that's going as well. Speaking of things that really shouldn't get a focus but is Sam's storyline. I am still unentertained by Sam. I think that I don't know where it's going with that. I mean, I know he's trying to be a maester, but like, is there a point to this that's somehow going to tie back in? I don't know if that's the case. It was cool to see. I think more of what is it? The Tully side of things, because we haven't really visited that world. And I love it because it kind of reminds us of how great Catelyn was, but we so rarely see this. So seeing that, and then adding the fact that Jaime is kind of back in his military role has been great. Jaime has been on fire this season, I think. I think that he's really like showing that. That's my dog. She had opinions. Say hi. Yeah, she had opinions. I think that Jaime is showing more that he's a leader. It's kind of getting back to the badass side of him. He seems that, though, you can totally tell he's a different person from when you saw him being a leader before he was captured and everything happening to now. So I do love that he gets growth throughout the entire show. But still, you have that moment where he's like, I'll do anything to get back to my sister. And, she's kind of crazy. Let's see, where else are we? I still think some of the most riveting stuff is Sansa. I really, really love it. I think that she becomes more and more of a leader, and I think that the whole point was being Queen of the North, which is, I think, we'll see what happens with tonight's episode, but I'm hoping that she doesn't die, because that would bum me the fuck out. And if I'm bummed out, we'll find out below in this article that you're about to read. Let's see, where else were we? I think that Daenerys on the dragon is always cool. I think the use of dragons is great. I think that finally we didn't, she got the Dothraki on her side. She's just continuing to build that army. I think that, though, it's still the same story that he's been telling with her for 6 seasons, whereas you see character development in others, you're not seeing it or momentum with her. We've been here before. So hopefully she's in Westeros by the end of the season, because we don't got a lot left after this. Or so they say. Let's see. It's cool to see the phrase again, though, we haven't seen them in a while, so what was the bother there? Let's see what else. I'm reading off notes. I'm cheating. It was cool to see the Cleganes, though. What a waste of Oh God, why am I blanking on his name exactly? The dude from Deadwood. He is fantastic in everything, and I wish we could have gotten a little bit more. I kind of thought he was going to play one of the characters from Euron. I thought he was going to play Euron because he would have been great as that, but I guess they went with somebody way younger. Theon and Yara are just really fantastic. I'm glad we're getting more of Yara, and I want her to get more and more. So I think it's cool with where they're going to try to find Daenerys. That's I think is amazing. Lastly, I guess I'll cover Arya. Arya has been doing nothing for like a season and a half. I think this is the most unique use of her in a while. I'm glad we got some action to her story, and I love the way it wrapped. And I honestly thought she was going to stick with it and become a faceless man and join that brotherhood, and that's how we would see her. But I think it's cool, I guess, that she's going back to Westeros because I didn't see that coming, and I was like super, super pumped about it. In the last episode, Tommen being like, completely persuaded by the king or by the faith to ruin trial by combat. However, I thought it was badass the way they used the mountain. That was really cool. It was we finally waited to see some attack on the faith, and it was really cool. I still don't know why they're bringing back Sandor Clegane. I thought maybe that he would be the faith's trial by combat, but I guess nah. He's going to join the Brothers Without Banners, which I guess adds a level of awesomeness to it. Jaime looking badass, but again, he's totally changed. I don't know if they're going to keep toying with whether he's truly good or truly bad, but it remains to be seen. I am excited that we're finally getting to the build, the War in the North. I almost feel it feels fast, but since they've been building this for so long, maybe I just need to look at it with that perspective. Thank you for taking the time to read this or watch this. I will recap tonight's episode as well via the normal means and bring back all the sass. So thank you for taking time. Thank you for your patience, and I will talk to you all soon. Yeah. Bye.